Well, for yesterday, we saw a decent amount of rainfall across the region, especially in the river valley from that initial wave during the morning. And with another shot of rain during the afternoon and evening, saw just over an inch in Fort Smith and Boonville there at about 1.1. In the river valley, eastern Oklahoma area, saw about a half inch, saw areas closer to an inch as well. Northwest Arkansas, though, not quite as much rain, just over 3/10 of an inch at XNA and about 1/10 in Fayetteville. So you can see the map there with the darker blues and purples are. That's kind of that half inch to inch marks, maybe some closer to 2 inches, especially in southern LaFleur County. Then for Northwest Arkansas, especially in Washington County, you see those greens there closer to about that 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch range. But there were some in Northwest Arkansas like Madison County, Carroll County, parts of Benton County. They did see a little bit more rain. But overall, saw a decent amount of rain across the region. That's leaving some fog for this morning, as well as some very low-lying cloud cover. So be mindful if you're heading out the door this morning. Could see quite a bit of fog in the region. Otherwise, temperatures in the low to mid 70s, much quieter morning. It's just much drier, maybe a very stray shower along the Arkansas-Missouri border. And that system that we had yesterday has weakened and is now kind of confined to southern Texas. Now, it is a pretty strong system. Those are all flash flood warnings. Some of that rain and that energy is going to lift northeast, but it's not going to quite pack the punch that they're seeing down there in southern Texas. So for us, by the time it gets here later today, maybe a spotty storm, especially in eastern Oklahoma and the River Valley, but the vast majority of us, I do think, stay dry. So we'll show you that chance on Futurecast. And this morning, seeing that cloud cover and that fog potential. Then that fog lifts around 9 o'clock. Maybe a little bit of sunshine later today, but I think we'll see more cloud cover than not. And there's that spotty storm chance, 6 o'clock. Could see some heavy downpours, maybe a brief gust of wind, but no severe weather expected. Then as we get into the overnight hours, we could see kind of some of that energy linger, but for the most part, you can see staying pretty spotty. Tomorrow morning, some of those spotty showers kind of on our western and southern edge. And then into the afternoon hours for tomorrow, could see a few of those pop-ups return. Again, for the most part, we're staying pretty dry over the next 2 days and really over the next 7. But for the next couple of days, just kind of a little bit of energy here and there could arise to a few spotty pop-ups. Overall for today, it's going to stay muggy. Highs are going to be a little bit warmer in the mid-80s in northwest Arkansas, low 90s in the River Valley. A little bit of a southwest wind that'll push in some warmth, not only for today, but for the days to come. Tonight, low temperatures in the low to mid-70s. We'll keep the partly cloudy skies as well as the spotty storm chance. Then for tomorrow, pretty similar in terms of kind of the cloud coverage and spotty storm opportunity, but this time just kind of on and off through the day. Highs near 90 in northwest Arkansas, mid-90s in the River Valley. And we continue to build in the heat into the weekend as well. High temperatures in the low 90s on Saturday for northwest Arkansas, mid-90s in the River Valley, or excuse me, mid-90s on Sunday in northwest Arkansas. Could see that peak heat index close to 100 there. Then as we get into the River Valley now, mid-90s on Saturday, close to 100 on Sunday. This is where that heat index could get up to about 105. It is going to be a touch less humid, so the heat's going to feel about the same as it did last week when it got up to 110, but it is going to be hot. Still going to be pretty humid. And we could see a little bit of Saharan dust mix in as well. You can see these kind of darker oranges and yellows. And yes, when I mean Saharan dust, it does come from the Sahara Desert. And some of that's going to lift northward here later this afternoon and kind of hang out for tomorrow through the weekend. I think a lot of this will stay elevated. That's the good news. But just be mindful that especially if you're especially sensitive to kind of allergens or pollen, we could see a little bit of this kind of affect air quality. But for the most part, it should mainly stay elevated, give us very vibrant sunrise and sunsets as well due to that dust kind of mixing with the wavelengths of the sun. So in terms of the rest of the week, next week, we'll see those highs continue to climb into the mid-90s, 97 on Tuesday. And you factor in that dew point that feels like close to 105 in northwest Arkansas. For the River Valley, we'll see that high probably hit 100 at some point next week. I think Tuesday probably be the day to do it. In the dew point, making things feel close to 110. So we're going to be drying out here for the next few days, and especially for the weekend and early next week, feeling the heat.